People today are keeping their cars longer than ever before, and that means increasing opportunity to perform needed maintenance and repair. One area of maintenance that is often overlooked by shops is easy to perform and provides a vital service to our customers. And that's the topic of this edition of The Trainer. What service am I referring to? Headlight reconditioning. Over time, the sun's UV rays cause the protective clear coat on the lenses to become yellowish and opaque. This not only affects the appearance of the car, but it also affects the amount of light getting out to the road where the driver needs it. So it's a vitally important service that you can provide to your customers. Most of the materials that you'll need, you probably already have in your shop, with one major exception. You'll have to stick around to the end of the video to see what that one exception is. We're choosing to use Sylvania's DIY headlight restoration kit for this video. It was a top pick in a recent Popular Mechanics comparison. There are, however, several offerings on the market with some specifically designed for the professional in mind. So you pick the kits that best meet your shop's needs. In addition to the materials in this kit, we're going to need a spray bottle filled with clean water and a couple of dry cloths to wipe down the headlight between steps. Protective gloves are a good idea and absolutely will be needed during the last step with this product. First, ensure all the dirt, debris, and bug parts are cleaned from the headlight. Next, open the hood and use tape to mask off the bodywork around the headlight assembly. Painter's masking tape is okay, just make sure you keep a good seal to the surface and reapply the tape if need be. On some models, like this Ford Expedition, it's easier to just remove the headlight assembly. Begin the process by spraying the headlight with the surface activator supplied in the kit. This helps soften up the older protective coating and will make it easier to remove. Let the activator sit for at least 30 seconds and then rinse off with the spray bottle. Now it's time to do a little wet sanding, starting with the 400 grit paper. Wet the paper and the headlight and work in circular motions as much as possible. At this stage, only moderate pressure is needed. Continue sanding until the entire surface is smooth to the touch. The lens surface should have a uniform hazy appearance when dry. Take your time and get it all for professional result. Once you've done all you can with the 400 paper, switch to the 1000 grit paper and repeat the sanding process for 2 to 5 minutes. This is surface preparation, and you want to get the entire lens as smooth as possible. You can even boost up the pressure a bit. Satisfied with the results you got with the 1000 grit? Next, move on to the 2000 grit, again for 2 to 5 minutes using firm pressure. Remember, you want a smooth surface free of all the old coating when you're done. Feel the surface with your fingers and look for that uniform haze over the surface. Once you're happy with your sanding prep, it's time to use the clarifying compound. This is a fine polishing compound, and some techs prefer to apply it with a small buffing wheel, but we're going to use the pads supplied in the kit. Place about a quarter-sized dollop on the application cloth, wet the headlight, and apply as you would any car wax with the same firm pressure. Once you've polished the entire lens, rinse thoroughly with clean water and dry completely. You should have a nice, fine, and uniform haze on the lens. Now repeat the surface activator application you did earlier. Again, allow to sit for 30 seconds and then rinse thoroughly. If you're doing the headlights in the car, remove the masking tape and dry everything completely, including any water in the crevices around the headlight. If you're doing it on the bench, just make sure the headlight itself is completely dry. Remember I said something early on about one major exception? Some shops will follow all the steps we have so far but fail to seal the restored surface. The headlights will look great for a month or two but will quickly deteriorate without some protection. Time for us to add that coating to the lens. Using the cloth supplied in the kit, wet the entire folded edge with a clear coat. Use the cloth like a brush to apply a thick, even coat to the entire lens. Start at the top and slightly overlap each application. You may want to try it with a dry cloth first just to get the feel of it. With this particular product, do not reapply one coat on top of the first. If you miss a spot, touch it up immediately, or you'll be starting all over from the beginning. Allow a minimum of 1 hour curing time before allowing anything to touch the lens, followed by a 4 to 6 hour curing time before driving or getting the lenses wet. Now that this side is done, repeat the same step for the remaining headlight. Take a look at the difference the simple job made in the headlights on this Ford Expedition. And the entire job only took 30 to 40 minutes. Now that you've seen how easy it is to do, consider offering a similar service to your customers. They'll be glad you did. Well, that'll do it for this edition of The Trainer. See you next month.